Hi there. So, as we all know, Barca is celebrating its 125th year anniversary today. And so, I'm going to talk about four different years or four different eras of Barcelona, of course, up until this time. And, just to give us a brief history of how Barcelona came about and how Barcelona is still doing as a team in this present time. Simply put, Barcelona was founded on November 29, 1899 by a group of Swiss, British, and Spanish footballers and was led by Johan Cruyff. Barcelona had their first game in December 8th and also went on to win its first ever trophy in 1902, the Copa Macaya. Yep, the Copa Macaya. That was the first ever trophy that Barcelona won. Now this is the early years of Barcelona. Now the 1920s saw the emergence of beautiful and legendary players like Paulino Alcantara, Ricardo Zamora, and of course Josep Semitia. Barcelona then went on to win its first ever La Liga title in 1929, and then in the 1930s they had already went on to dominate the Spanish football club. In the 1930s. Just in case you're now wondering when the famous Camp Nou was inaugurated. Now, the famous Camp Nou was also inaugurated in the year 1957. 1957. Okay? So now, let's take a quick walk down to the Cruyff era. The Cruyff era was between 1973 to 1978 and also the 1988 to 1996. Now, Johan Cruyff was a legendary Dutch football legend who joined Barcelona as a player in the year 1973 and then later became the manager of the team in 1988. In case you're wondering where the tiki-taka style came from, it didn't start with Xavi Hernandez. It didn't start with Pep Guardiola. It didn't start with Luis Enrique. It started with Johan Cruyff. Now let's talk about the modern era. That's from the 2003 to this present time. Frank Rijkaard was appointed as manager of Barcelona in 2003, and this started a new era for the team. Of course, new government, new rule, new style of play. Everything just has to be new because he might choose to come with a different tactic of his own, of which Rijkaard did. Now, under Frank Rijkaard, Barcelona won 2 La Liga titles and also the Champions League in 2006. And after, Pep Guardiola then took over as manager in 2008, and of course, the legendary Pep Guardiola led the team to unprecedented success, winning 14 trophies in 4 years, including 2 Champions League titles. You're all going to agree with me that Pep Guardiola had the time of his life in Barcelona. Pep Guardiola gave us the Pep Guardiola you're seeing in Manchester City now is a very different Pep Guardiola. The Pep Guardiola Barcelona had as a manager, I don't think any other team can actually have him of now. Nah, I do not think. Anyways, the club then continued to thrive under subsequent managers, including Luis Enrique, Ernesto Valverde, Xavi Hernandez, and of course, the present Hansi. Barcelona is more than just a football club now. It is now a Catalan culture and identity. It's now a household name because I see you're supporting Barcelona. You see me, I support Barcelona. We are both Catalans. And the first thing that comes to my head is, you're my brother, you're my sister. So I immediately love you just because you support Barcelona. It's been able to bring people together from different worlds or different places across the country. club's commitment to developing young players through its famous La Masia Academy has produced talents like Lionel Messi, Xavi, and Andres Iniesta. I want you to sit back and remember or realize or think. I mean, we all know that most of the players that play, apart from the ones that we have to, get home and abroad, most of the players that are currently playing for Barcelona and those that played for Barcelona were all from Barcelona's academy, La Masia to be precise. It was a tradition for Barcelona to groom young players. It still is a tradition for Barcelona to groom young players. Say, for instance, Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is doing so beautifully in Barcelona. So one of the major impacts that Barcelona has had in the history of football and humanity is that it has been able to groom young players into fine footballers. I'm going to advise that you should be proud of yourself, that you're supporting the best team. Yeah, I call Barcelona the best team in the world because I do not see any other team better than Barcelona. So yeah, I'm proud of this team, and if you're a cooler out there, I believe you should also be proud of this team because no team can do it better. None. Absolutely none. So yeah, Visca Barça, Visca El Catalunya.